Hey guys, Wolvie here with a special presentation for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Global for the 20th of August 2020. This will be a combination of a few things, and before I go into the topics, with videos like this, any opinion in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. This is my usual disclaimer. Now, for the topics for this video is a bit of a mixture. So the first one is, and this is going to be in no order. So the first one will be, first topic will be the revelation of the November Character Spotlight Quick Tips video. So we do know that the odd months it's going to be a male character, the even months a female character. That's going to be one part. Another part is going to be a little more details with Serah, who is the October Character Spotlight Quick Tips video. So that's going to be more information on her. So be prepared for that. The third topic is going to be something that is 100% confirmed regarding what's going to come up at some point, in the next stream, which should be next Monday. One of the other things is going to be the predictions for the September calendar content itself. And it's going to be just me talking. So, again, this is in no real order. So, with that, we're going to just jump straight into the information I read. This is 100% confirmed on the global end. This is going to be some newer information pertaining to the Cycle Quest. So, we're just going to press that on my end of the screen. So this is pretty big for those of you who are new to the global end of the game. So we're going to have information here. This is regarding Cycle Quest. So I'm just going to go over the information underneath the green bar. So it says here, Cycle Quest will be renewed after the game update in late August. After the renewal, Cycle Quest of any type can be attempted at any time, which is good. Rewards for the Cycle Quest before the renewal will no longer be obtainable after respective quests have been renewed. Ending player missions related to the Cycle Quest. So you see here, you have your clear level 10, 20, 30, 40 Cycle Quest. You get 200 gems apiece. So this will be removed from the player missions, and there will be new player missions will be added for the renewed Cycle Quest. My bad, I just tapped out of it by mistake, my bad. So you're going to be seeing a renewal of sorts. It may be just the 200 gems like before, we just don't know yet. Now it also says here, removal of the Cycle Quest keys. With the renewal of the Cycle Quest, the item Cycle Quest key will be removed from the Dissidia Points Exchange. Cycle Quest keys will no longer be awarded as gifts before the start of a new Lost Chapter or a new character event. So I do want to give a major correction here. I don't think I've ever seen the gift of a Cycle Quest key before the start of a new Lost Chapter, but I had gotten these with the character events. So we're just going to jump right into the Dissidia Points Exchange. And this is, again, a little bit of supporting evidence, if you will. So we have here, for the longest on global, we have 100 Dissidia points. We can exchange 100 for one Cycle Quest key. Now, for the morning of a new character event, we were given 3 of these. Now, what do I think about the whole thing with the removal of the Cycle Quest keys, the renewal of the Cycle Quests, and the renewal of the player missions? So we're going to go into the missions tab here. Now we're going to go into my player tab, so ignore all this because for those of you who may not be 100% aware, I am in the process of moving, so that's on that. I just don't have time to really be playing the game as often as I should be in the eyes of some. So you have all this, some of this stuff here, so all this good stuff. So this is the player tabs right here. So basically the fact that I am loving the fact that they are renewing the player missions thing here pertaining to the Cycle Quest. I really love that. And I'm loving the fact even more that they're removing the Cycle Quest keys, because I have about 155 Cycle Quest keys. I don't use them that much, but I will use them if I have to farm crystal color family like in groups. So with that, I do feel, and this is the prediction bit of here, I do feel they're going to be adding the tier 4 shards into this. And if that's the case, there may be more changes to the Dissidia Points Exchange coming in the future. Now, with that item all out of the way, again, that's 100% confirmed. Now, we're going to go into the character spotlight aspect of the video. So, I'm just going to jump straight into the Serah aspect. So, that's not you. You're not Serah Yashtola. So, with Serah, it is going to be in 2 parts because, again, she does have an LD weapon out on JP. And the reason why I say it's going to be 2 parts is that the first part is going to be strictly the quick tips, characters, like how to use her, all that stuff. And with that, I'm just going to go, with that one, it's going to be the usual formula, go over her skills, go over the fact that she has her LD out on JP, she has her 80/80 awakening, she does not have a second rework, so with that, with part 1, it's going to be, focusing on that, where could her second rework go? I need to learn how to English. So the first part will be like, just doing, the usual, and go over, a prediction of where her second rework could go. Now in part 2, I'm just going to be going over the information from the Dissidia database websites. And the reason why I put that in part 2 is because some people have been letting the JP site know how much she sucks right now on JP. Now, I was going to take a much more thorough look at her stat grid on the Dissidia database website and try to determine what is her real role in the game. Granted, she is a part of the Cursed 6, meaning that she is one of 6 units who needs the Cursed Arts, as it's known on JP. Now, with her, I will reveal that I do have her 3 out of 3 with her Cursed Arts, so farming for these will not be a problem for me because I'm already good on that in that regard. So, with this in particular aspect, is she really meant to be a DPS unit, a damage dealing unit, or is she more for support? Because, again, her LD that came without a rework is very questionable, and I just want you to figure out her stat grid. Is she really meant to be a DDS unit, DPS unit? Is the same thing, or is she more meant for support like a unit such as Yashtola? So with that out of the way, I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to be revealing the November character spotlight quick tips character. And again, it is a male character, so I will be back. And this is going to be the November character spotlight quick tips character for the month of November. It will be Leon from Final Fantasy II. He is sometimes known to some as Leon Hart, but yeah, it is Leon in my eyes. He will be the September character spotlight quick tips character. So I'm going to be doing going back to the home screen because now we're going to go into what I feel is going to come up in the month of September at some point. So we do know that there's going to be some major changes going on to the Cycle Quest. Now, I do feel they're going to be bringing in the tier 4 shards for into the Cycle Quest to help, to help things along. Now, with that, I do feel that with the removal of the Cycle Quest keys, is that, it's going to be a half-added sort of vibe. And I like that. I really like that. Now, outside of that, I do feel that in the future, not now, but in the future, there's going to be another change to the Dissidia Points Exchange tab. So, I do feel that in the future, there's going to be another change coming along. And I'm going to get into what I feel is going to go, what the change is going to be in a later video, for a later day. Now, with that bit out of the way, I do feel that Act 2, Chapter 10 is going to come along, alongside the Heretic quest, because they both will have the burst weapon for Final Fantasy XII. And regarding the second rework for Leon, as well as VV's rework, I honestly do feel that it's gonna be exciting to see. And for the rework aspect for VV and Leon, I will have separate videos for those, because it's like, I just don't want to be going on too much especially if it's not needed. So, with that out of the way, we do know about that. I do feel that Act 2, Chapter 10 is coming. The Heretic quest is coming. Both of these will have the burst weapon for Vaughn. And with Act 2, Chapter 10, it's going to be the global debut of Gabrith from Final Fantasy XII. So we have all of that. Now, with that out of the way, for the month of September, it's going to be a change of things for global in sense of character events, because around this time on JP, that they only had one character event, and that was 9 from Final Fantasy Type 0. Now with this, and the reason why it's going to be a bit of a change for global, because we've had on global at least 2 character events per month for a very long time, and I'm looking forward to this change on the global end. With that being said, if I do see that global is going to still do the 2 character events for the month of September, this might be an indication that global is going to close it even further on in the sense of like catching up with JP. That's the area, that's the angle I'm going at. So I do feel that global will be closing in on JP in sense of the number of characters, because I was doing a little checkout comparison like JP and global. Global is less than 15 characters fewer than JP, so I do know that global is closing in. And if global were to continue the standard 2 character events per month, there might be a 3rd burst weapon coming along for global, and this does indicate that global is going to be really closing in. With that bit out of the way, I do feel that Ultimate Odin is going to come along. This has Anactus's, I believe, his 2nd rework alongside his burst and LD weapon debut, so we're going to be seeing that. The standard 2 lost chapters, which is Machina and Bosch. I will be going after Bosch because I like him. Machina, I just really have to see his rework to really determine certain things here and there. And on top of that, I do feel that there's going to be the Fall Festival, meaning that certain things coming in early, and I have a crazy hunch that we're going to be seeing some LDs coming in early, alongside repeats of burst weapons. So that's all I'm going to be saying on the Fall Festival. I do see some stuff coming in early. It's just a matter of okay. Now, when it comes down to the Fall Festival, I do not think Maria will be getting her rework early, because her rework is tied to the main story. And the same thing could be said regarding Laguna, because Laguna is main story. However, if I do see an early EX realization, it's going to be Thancred, because he's pretty much been benched for the longest time. And I do feel that he's going to be getting his EX realization during the Fall Festival. It may be outside the main story, but it does not contain a rework. So, to do a bit of a quick recap on the predictions aspect, like I said, We might be seeing the Tier 4 shards in the Cycle Quest. The renewal of the whole Cycle Quest clears in the player missions. It may be gems, but we'll see. There's going to be one character event. The standard 2 Lost Chapters, Ultimate Odin, the Heretic, as well as the Act 2 Chapter 10. And I do feel that we're going to be seeing the Fall Festival, and I'm going to predict that Thancred will be getting an early EX realization, because as far as I know, he does not have a secondary rework yet. So, but the whole thing with the secondary rework, I don't want to be quoted here. I do have to double check that with Thancred. So with that, to do a quick recap for the character spotlight aspect, Leon is November. Serah will be split into 2 parts. Part 1 will be just going over the what she gets on what she's going to be getting on Global in the future, being her LD and 8080 Awakening. The first part will include the direction of her second rework because she needs one. Part 2 will be going into her stat grid on the Dissidia database website, figure out what role she really has. Now, for the Cycle Quest itself, it is 100% confirmed. So, with that, I do predict there's going to be another change in the Dissidia Points Exchange in the future. I just don't know what's going to be as of yet, in sense of my opinion where it could go in sense of the change. But I do like the fact that the Cycle Quest keys are getting removed altogether, and then we can go into whatever, whenever. So with that, the next video will be information pertaining to the Dash event. I will be filming that tomorrow because, again, I'm just trying to get myself adjusted to the changes that are coming along in my personal life, meaning that, yes, I am going to be relocating, and I just want to be mindful of the people I will be moving in with. So that's it on that. So with Wolvie here signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.